Abe calls for the arrest of AMEACHI, his supporters. Magnus Abe, former senator representing Rivers South East in the National Assembly, has called on security agencies in the country to immediately apprehend and bring to book the promoters and architects of violence in Rivers State. Abe said security agencies should be allowed to carry out their responsibilities without hindrances, including the arrest of those behind the June 21st, 2020 threat to unleash violence and destroy Rivers State, which was attributed to the supporters of the Minister of Transportation, Honorable Rotimi Amechi. Abe, in a statement he personally signed, said, "As a country, Nigeria cannot indefinitely tolerate lawlessness, rascality, and impunity, as the greatness of any nation corresponds with the hard work and sacrifice of its citizens. Nigerians must be prepared to put in the hard work and sacrifice that is required to build Nigeria, and we must condemn the unacceptable with one voice." In the words of Boris Johnson, no ifs, no buts. We must show zero understanding and tolerance for evil that is capable of destroying our country. What is wrong is wrong. What is threatens our public peace should be punished. These are trying times for our party, particularly in Rivers State, and anyone with a contrary opinion is being labeled as an agent of the PDP. And yet, every action of the APC leader, including these sponsored threats of needless violence, and our refusal to punish those who openly defy the law, are the actions that set our party against Rivers people and promote the interest of PDP. Those promoting hatred and violence in our society should be punished. The security agencies must be allowed to carry out their responsibilities to our nation without let or hindrance. We should not just lead, we must lead by example. Thank you for listening to this news. This is serious. Rotimi Amechi's arrest. Well, there is every reason for every action. Definitely for Abe to demand for the immediate arrest of Rotimi Amechi. Definitely there must be something that must be a secret that has been digged out concerning his arrest. Men looking at it, well, if you look at it very well, you see that at least there's an atom of reasoning in what Abe has just said, because Rotimi Amechi lately, his moves are no longer pure. I don't know if you understand what the area I'm going to. You know, since Rotimi Amechi started this moves with the president, and this is his negative plans. You know, things have not been the way they used to be. Yes, Rotimi Amechi is only known for his positivity in governance, but when it comes to carrying out responsibilities assigned, I tell you, Rotimi Amechi is nowhere to be found. Abe's demand for his arrest as a reason, you know, because Rotimi Amechi, from what I observed in his administration as the Minister of Transportation, there since his assumption into office, the area of transportation has been having a little loopholes in the sense that those in the transportation lines have not been able to be meeting up with the requirements, yet they will still be allowed to be moving out, and also catching up with the 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 locations they are not supposed to be catching up with. I thought that before any transporter should be allowed to be moving out to a particular location, definitely that transporter met with the requirement. Must have met with requirements. Another example is this AMEACHI that stormed into southeast north of recent. Understand? As the Minister of Transport, I think Rotimi Amechi will not say that he doesn't have knowledge of these AMEACHIs moving or or going through the road uh, during the period of lockdown. If you understand why the lockdown is on, they are free moving on the road. Why is it like that? You can see why I said that since his movement with the president, things have not been the way they're supposed to be. You get it? So definitely Rotimi Amechi has a reason for allowing that. We cannot just be putting all the blames on the Fulani security personnel. The blame should also go to the Minister of Transportation. Should also go to him, because he should have an idea of why the movement of these people, why allowing them to move away from their own states to another person's state during the period of lockdown, why allowing them to be on the road, why there is a ban on interstate movement, why allowing them. All these things are what we're supposed to look into. So Rotimi Amechi have a lot of questions to answer in that angle. So my viewers, I think Abe has a positive reason for that. And again, these bandits and their movement as well. You know, in fact, the transportation sector, I would say that um, is so much lacking behind. So much lacking behind. Rotimi Amechi has not been carrying out what is called check-ins. Check-ins. There's supposed to be a check-in on every movement of of individuals who are into transportation before they are allowed to start carrying out any moves. You know, okay, now unlike now that the transportation the interstate movement has been called off, what is expected of the Minister of Transportation before allowing anybody to be on road? There's supposed to be a guideline, to follow before allowing them to to be on road, before allowing them to to uh, to place their buses or cars on the road. There should be something they need to do before allowing them to be on the road. But looking at this new rules and regulation from the Ministry of Transportation, I will tell you that I'm not comfortable with this Rotimi Amechi's rules, because it's not welcome at all. It's not welcomed. So Nigeria has a reason for their positive complaints. So I would say that Abe complaining concerning Rotimi Amechi and demanding for his immediate arrest uh, has has a reason. So Nigerians should look into that and see why his agitation should be placed into consideration. You understand? All right. So, my viewers, please, I don't know what your comment concerning what Abby has said, but please don't forget they are very much important. Don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.